Seriously, like, am I showing my age if I say that I have a squiggy curl that just will not go away? Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It won't stay. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm breaking out one of my new molds. I'm so excited to give this mold a go. It's the Winston and Walter HDPE mold, the 7.5 pound loaf mold. I've already opened it, but I haven't used it. So I wanted to share with you guys my first time using this mold. I'm going to be linking July's website, Winston and Walter, down in the description box. Guys, go check her out. She is a sweet, sweet soul, and she makes very, very quality products. And I am very happy to support a small business that is giving such good customer service and good quality products. So since I just share everything with you, I thought I would share my love for Winston and Walter. Now guys, I have not made soap in about 5 weeks. I haven't been down in my soap room, and I really haven't made anything in about 5 weeks because I've been recovering from knee surgery. All is well, and I am finally ready to get back down there. I have missed my room so much. I am going to be making London Fog. Now this was a recommendation from one of you. I don't remember who. I know it was either LaWanda or Heather. One of you guys said London Fog. I found this on the Rustic Essentials website when they were still Rustic Essentials. I've had this in for about a year now. I have no soap notes on this. I have no idea if it's gonna rise, if it's gonna separate, if it's gonna, accelerate or slow down. I have nothing. I don't even know if it's going to discolor at all. I have nothing. My idea for this plan is to kind of start with a purple and almost do like an ombre of sorts. Not like a true ombre, but just kind of start dark purple and gradually get lighter to a gray, to gradually get lighter to a white. Let's give it a go. I'll be right back. I have to take the camera downstairs. I only have the one camera. And it's okay. I do not need to spend any more money, right? I spent enough money. New mold. New tripod too, guys. I finally had to replace my old tripod that was broken. What I like about this mold is it does come with the lid. So that slides right in. I love that. I just love this. So this is very, it's nice and thick. I think it's very sturdy and very high quality. I'm gonna set that aside. And actually, this was a kind of a last second decision. I think today at work I decided I was going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the heat transfer method. In here I have water, citric acid, and sugar. So now I'm going to get my lye in here. And so I'm going to make sure this is completely dissolved before I add it to my hard oils and butters. So in my pitcher here, I have coconut oil, palm oil, and some shea butter. For the heat transfer method, you do want to pour this while it's hot, but you also want to give it time and just make sure all of that lye is completely dissolved. So I just stir it for probably a good 30 seconds after I stop feeling any of the granules. And I haven't felt any of the lye crystals for quite a while, so I think I'm good and dissolved. And so now we just want to melt this down. It'll take a little time. And I didn't chunk up all of my butters and oils here. I kept everything pretty big. So I'm going to take a few seconds here and try to make those pieces smaller. It would have obviously an easier time melting if I had taken the time to do that. So this fragrance oil, I don't know if you guys have ever smelled London Fog. I wish I had soap notes on it. It only has a 3.7% usage rate for the soap. So it's not a very high, but it's not super low. And I think that it out of the bottle smells quite strong. So I think it's going to be okay. We'll see. So you want a Lily story while we're waiting? So we bought this dog a fence. We're going to be going on vacation. Well, I'm going to the soap conference and my husband just happens to be going on a golfing trip the same week. We've never done, that's never ever happened. We don't really travel much, you know, so the fact that we both had plans on the same week is kind of crazy. We decided to get her a fence so that whoever, you know, watches her for us will have an easier time. My Aunt Lydia said she would come and stay and take care of Lily for us. So $4,000 later, we have a fence. And that way they don't have to bend down and walk her, because we were, you know, putting her on the leash and walking her around the yard. Well, then we came up with the idea of, let's get a doggy door that fits into our slider so that she can just come and go as she pleases. I texted my husband tonight and said, we have lost our dog to the wild. She never wants to come inside. She loves being outside. So we've lost her. She is completely enamored with being outside and watching for birds and watching for squirrels, and it's crazy. I have a little bit of avocado oil here, and I need a little over 10 ounces. And I keep going back and forth between Costco and Sopra's Choice on which avocado is less expensive. I need 4 ounces of castor. Sopra's Choice is going to be at the soap conference this year, so I'm kind of excited about seeing their booth. I purchase from them a lot. And lastly, olive oil. 23. I've had a lot of comments about the price of olive oil lately, and you ain't kidding. Olive oil is ridiculous right now. Safflower oil would be a good one. Rice bran oil would be a good one to sub out. My battery died. Surprise, surprise. I fall up the stairs twice. I trip and kind of land and fall up the stairs, and now my knee hurts. Dang it, guys. All right. So anyway, as I was saying, I don't know, 6 years ago, there was Lowe's had huge boxes of rice bran oil that they did for like turkey fryers. And they were like, guys, they were like $6 or $8 back then. It was ridiculous. I bet I bought 12 to 15. I was going to Lowe's all over like my central Indiana location to get to these boxes. It was amazing. I just swapped olive oil for rice bran. I mean, I ran it through the lye calculator, but I didn't use olive oil for like 2 years. That was sodium lactate. I'm going to put a little kaolin clay in here. And I'm going to blend all that up and get to a light trace. Where are we at temperature-wise? 109. Not too bad. I don't want to go too far because, again, I don't know what this fragrance oil is going to do. All right, and I'm going to split it off. My 3 colors here. Now what am I going to do? I don't know. Probably way off my fragrance oil. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to start with the purple and just put a touch in there. Well, no racing at all, so I'm going to pour a layer. It's not very thick either. And then I think since I have a lot of this, I'm just going to pour some of that in there. It's already kind of gray. Maybe pour too much for this first go. I don't want to pour too much of this in here. And let's tilt it. And I'm just going to do the ombre thing where I go right along the edge here. And I'm going to put a little bit of white in here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's say a little bit of that for the top. And now on to the gray. I'm going to leave a little bit more gray because I may put this in the white at the very end. All right, so this is going to go in there. I'm going to leave just a touch out for when I add the last of that. And I'm going to add a little bit more of this white satin because that's looking like it's going to be yellow. Ah, look at that. I totally, such a mess. Now I know I'm getting down in the soap. If I was trying to do like a true ombre, I wouldn't be pouring that aggressively. Look how yellow that is. But I'm not going to add any more of the white. I'm just going to maybe try to keep most of this on top. And then this gray, if it's not too thick, I'm going to drizzle. And I want it to break through. I'm trying all kinds of things. I'm just going to kind of swirl that a little bit in the top, you know, 1/4 inch maybe. I want it to look like wispy fog. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. A little purple for the top to represent what's in the bottom. And then I'll just do a quick little gosh, guys. First soap in over a month. It feels good to get back down in here, and it feels good to be able to use this mold. I'm going to get it cut right before I go to conference, so I'll be able to tell July my thoughts on it. All right. I'm going to put my lid on. Where's my lid? What did I do with it? Oh, it's clear, so I couldn't see it. I am having just a tiny bit of trouble getting the blue like tape or whatever, the protective tape, off all the little pieces. But that's all right. They'll come off eventually. All right. Look at that. I love the lid. I love that. All right, guys. I'm going to go put this in the other room, put bunches of covers over it, all that good stuff, and then I'll cut it in a couple days, but I will definitely bring you back for that. So I ended up just leaving it where it was on my counter and covering it up with several layers of blankets. I didn't want to deal with taking area on the counter out there and getting my heating pad out. I haven't had it out since I haven't been making soap for so long. Look at this. I love the see-through lid. So that is one of the things that I really like about this mold is this lid. I think this is really pretty. Let's get it out of the mold. I think it's probably been about 4 days since I've made the soap. And it feels a little soft actually in there. It is a little bit soft, but nothing that's going to stop me from cutting it today. Guys, I do reuse my paper here. I see no reason to throw that away every single time. So I will use it until it gets a little too gunky for my liking. Oh, I like it. It's maybe not the wispy, foggy I was going for, but I kind of like how it starts purple and gets gray and then has the white on top. I think it's kind of fun. They're all going to look fairly similar. You know, I will say, even at 3%, that London Fog is really quite lovely. I like it. Out of the bottle, I wasn't really sure about it. I mean, I kind of liked it out of the bottle, but it wasn't going to be like, oh, I can't wait to make this one. It wasn't that. I've had it for a while. I really like it. That's a cool one. It has a landscape kind of vibe to it, I think. It does kind of look like a landscape, doesn't it? I'm not mad about that. I like the gray in that one. I like that one an awful lot. Actually, I think I'm going to set that one over there and take pictures with that one. Ooh, I like that one too. I'm getting ready to go to the conference here in a few days. I may just let these sit until I get back before I clean them up. And I may show that to you if I remember from, you know, a week and a half from now. All right, I'll bring you back, guys, after I get done with the conference. And hopefully I will remember to clean those up with you guys. That would be nice. I haven't done that in a really long time. I almost forgot to clean my London Fog. So I thought I would throw the camera on real quick as I clean these off. I'm just taking a little bit of the edge off. It's probably been 3 or 4 weeks since I made these. They're almost cured. At least 2, because I made these right before conference, and the conference has been done for a couple weeks now. Yeah, I think it looks a bit like a landscape soap, but I think that's okay. I mean, I think that's kind of appropriate to the whole London Fog type of scent profile. It's not overly strong. I do remember that this had a fairly low percentage as far as usage rating goes. But it's a really pleasant scent, and it's not like it's not there, because it's definitely there. I don't always do the small edges. I kind of like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't always do the tops. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I just use the cheapest potato peeler. I've had these things for years. I got like a 3 or 4 pack on Amazon one time. $5 or so. All right, I've got some shreds going here to do something with that sooner or later. Keep them sealed until then. I'll be back, guys. What do you think? I really like this. This is actually quite strong in its scent. It just goes to show you guys that adding more fragrance isn't always necessary. So this was what, 3.7 or something like that? I don't remember, but I do remember that it was kind of low. It doesn't matter. It's good. It's such a good, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a very fresh, clean scent with just a hint of being like this masculine, like cologne, like in there. It's so good. Thank you to whichever person recommended London Fog. I really like it. This one looks really landscapey. A little bit more like a landscape than my original, you know, plan. But I'm not mad. I really just like how all the different colors are and the you know, the dark to light. I just really like it. I don't have anything bad to say about this, guys. What do you think? Let me know. The first part of the video has a few of editing tricks that I learned. Let me know what you think about that. I don't want to go overboard. I actually left a channel because she had so many transitions and like bubbles all throughout her videos and all of these like fun editing things that she could do, but it was like way too distracting. Even back then, I was editing videos for work and it was just like, I get it. I understand how, you know, addictive they can be. But it was so overwhelming and distracting that I actually left that channel completely. I don't want to do that to you guys, but I thought I was just having a little fun, and I would only do that maybe on an intro or outro, and I would try not to make it annoying. Let me know what you think about the intro and some of the things that I did in that, just to have a little fun and throw a little spice in the video. Because, you know, let's be honest, I could use a little spice in my videos. I'm sure I could. So I came back from a conference, and the only bad thing about it was July's table at Winston Walter, her table was so jam-packed of people that I didn't get to spend a lot of time with her. I just love her so much. And I knew it would be like that. I don't know that she thought it would be that way, but I knew it would be that way. I'm just so happy for her, but I didn't get to see her as much as I would want to. I did get to tell her how much I loved the mold. Go check her out. She's going to be linked down below. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can certainly give me a thumbs down. And then guys, I'm going to get off here. I know it's a long one, so see you next week. Bye.